Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me!
Get behind me! Freeze laser! Going in!
Not today!
Going in! I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Megasonic thrust! Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Dragon Swarm! All yours!
Freeze laser! This one's
Dragon
mine!
Swarm!
One more! Lightning! Tiger blade!
Begin!
Lunar corruption!
Dragon Swarm!
New melody! Tiger blade!
Really don't need my help, huh?
Who else will cook and clean for me?
Damn it. I should get my trap shots.
You're stronger than any Renan soldier I've ever met.
They don't just let anybody have a place in the Royal Guard.
Indeed.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
All right. There's nowhere to run from my art!
When he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Take this! Elusive deity! No further!
Annihilation! Searing flame! Reload!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Searing flame! Reload!
Can't get out of this!
Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation!
No further!
Searing
Eternal
flame!
Devastation! Crush! Eternal Devastation!
Prepare to be defeated!
Eternal Devastation!
My head's spinning just watching you!
Can't get out of this!
Eternal Devastation! Crush!
Elusive
Eternal Devastation!
No further!
Crush! Eternal Devastation!
I'll grind you into dust!
Eternal Devastation!
Catapult!
Eternal Devastation!
Annihilation!
Prepare to be sealed! No further!
Crush! Eternal
I'm ready!
Devastation!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done!
Eternal Devastation! Crush!
Make it rain!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen. We're in for a long slog with this one!
Glacial Spear! Here's
Eternal
evil!
Devastation!
Freeze Lancer!
Eternal
Empty
Devastation!
airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Burn in hell!
Make it rain!
Rinwell!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Radiant here!
Eternal devastation!
Make it rain! Here I go!
Crush!
You're mine!
Catapult!
Take it to the fray!
Crush! Tempest! Eternal devastation!
Make it rain! I'm ready!
In an instant! Impact block!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Here I go!
I'll take you all on!
I'm ready!
Eternal devastation! I can carve through armor!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Mega ray!
Take this!
Annihilation! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Not
Leave the ensnaring, my lady.
Something you wanted to say?
Eternal devastation! Crush!
I'll blind you with a shot!
Do it!
Eternal devastation!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then? I won't forgive you!
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go
Here
around.
goes! Not in your dreams! It's a duel of the arts!
Eternal devastation! Crush! Eternal devastation!
Tiger Blade! Back into the fray!
Dragon form!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Can you take it? Dragon form! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Eat dirt!
Tiger Blade!
In a bind? Mirage! Dragon form!
All right. Now where was I? And just like that, I'm back.
Start by holding the front line.
Sooner said than done.
I still got a ways to go.
You wanna play? Come at me! Resonate with the earth! Going in! Far enough!
Radiant? This one's mine! Not in your dreams!
Look sharp!
Eternal devastation! I'm ready! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
This
Eternal
one's mine!
devastation! Burn!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Going in! One more!
Eternal devastation!
Your helping me has become a pattern.
It's for the good of all.
Is it now?
I'm ready!
Hey! Blow them away!
Good to know my training is paying off.
Feel those little.
Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's not be more doing.
Damn it! Rotating pile. Megasonic thrust!
Glacial sphere. Here we go.
No further!
Our shield.
Going in! Far enough!
Megasonic! This one's all mine! Seismic Megasonic thrust! I'm ready!
One more.
Doubly! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Annihilation.
Finely timed waltz.
Burn in hell!
Look shot! Crescent moon!
Begin! Megasonic thrust! Kill!
I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Except in regard to doing basic chores.
That equipment should come in handy.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Dragon, take this! Here! I'll smash you! You're mine! Megasonic thrust! Here!
Where are you going?
Megasonic thrust!
Tiger Blade!
Steering clear! Reload!
Megasonic thrust! Eat dirt!
Tiger Blade!
Glacial spear! Here's Owl!
Megasonic thrust!
Freeze Lancer!
That extra training paid off.
Sure.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Megasonic thrust! Here!
It's over!
This one's mine!
Thank you! Take this! Take this! Dragon swarm!
Right here! I got
Art
you!
expert coming through! I'm only getting not on my watch! Lightning! Leave the enemy's art to me!
No complaints here!
You're spicier than you look!
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic, but fair.
Begin! Dragon swarm! Megasonic thrust!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
I never miss!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
This one's mine!
Kill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Well then, let's keep moving.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Megasonic thrust! Here! It's on!
Tiger Blade! Lion Power!
Eternal devastation! Burn!
Piercing roar!
Steering flame!
Make it
We
rain!
turn the tables on him.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Going in!
Megasonic thrust!
Appreciate the help. All right.
Why'd you heal me?
Nicely done.
How long has it been since I last went this hungry?
What's this thing? that big tower over there?
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
We did a lot today, didn't we, Hoodle?
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Not this way, I guess.
I've got your back!
Not on my watch!
Go in! Take this! Eternal devastation!
Denied!
Crush! It's mine! I'll take you all on!
Flying breathing! If they just sit still!
Take this! Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Megasonic thrust!
One more! This one's mine!
Pierce!
I never miss!
Megasonic thrust! Pierce!
Tiger Blade!
Megasonic thrust!
Take this! Do it!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
A comfortable win.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Come one, come all.
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly worth our time. Astral energy!
Say no more.
Look sharp! Here!
Our hits are coming through!
I'm ready!
Xion, astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Right, here goes! You wanna play?
Don't mind if I
Come
do.
at me! Ready to go! Eternal devastation! Far enough! Crush! Can you take it? Eternal devastation! Crush! I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that line.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? Riley! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Glacial Spear, I know
The enemy
this.
wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that! Searing Blade!
In a bind?
Make it rain! Blow them away!
Skills in top form, art's working like a charm. Ha!
Someone seems rather pleased with herself.
You... Did you hear all of that?
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
An opponent like this should be easy.
I can carve through armor! Elusive deity!
Mega Red!
Look sharp!
By the power of water! You continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Dragon Swarm!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! I can feel my power growing!
Out of our way!
It's time!
And again!
Going
in!
Burn it!
I'll heal you all! Tiger Blade! Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
This one sounds like a job for yours truly!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. I'll do my best!
Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
Steering
I'll face Eternal Devastation!
Here I go!
Tiger Blade!
Burn up!
Now you see what I can do!
Here! Flaming Meteor!
Eternal Devastation!
Annihilation!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And probably to me!
Time to shine!
Dragon Swarm!
In a bind?
Eternal Devastation!
I'm ready!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
Flaming Rupture! In an instant! Impact Block!
Good to know my training's paying off.
And what, pray tell, does this training of yours entail?
Why? Interested in joining me?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Art expert coming through! Radiant shot! Here!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Tiger Blade! Lion Cowl!
Dragon Swarm! You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Dragon Swarm! All
I
yours!
never miss!
Ready and rare!
Do it!
River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Here I go!
Dance in the wind!
Ready to go!
Devastation!
Far enough! Do it!
Rinwell! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Crush!
I can carve through
This
all
one's
I'll
mine!
face you!
Eternal
One
Devastation!
ready!
Tiger Blade!
Dance on the wind. So I still had room to grow.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Right, here goes! Mega Sonic
Don't worry,
Thrust!
I've got plenty to go around. This one's mine!
Mega Sonic Thrust!
Burning Strike!
In a bind?
Mega Sonic Thrust!
Pierce Evil!
Burn!
Piercing Roar!
Dragon
Tree
Swarm!
Dancer!
Look sharp! Heal! I'm ready!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over!
Ha! Who said anything about letting off?
Here goes! Go on! Not on my watch!
Eternal
Do
Devastation!
it! Tiger Blade! So that's...
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
Guess I misread the landing.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Look out! Shattering elusive! Attack time!
Going in!
Take this!
Here.
Who the hell are you?
Bastard!
This guy's not normal!
Speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Lion Howl!
Here's
Rotating pile time!
Here.
This one's mine!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Reload! I'm out of ammo! Target blade! First aid!
Rotating pile
Take
time!
this.
Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
Can't get out of this!
Take this!
Going in! I'll heal you all!
This one's all mine!
Tiger blade! Your dreams!
I'll blind you with dust!
Not
Show me your
strength! Wide open!
Won't escape me!
Dragon Swarm!
Love here! Going in!
Seismic rush! This is tempting!
that you've got. Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...